Hi, this is Dan Bullard, retired electronics engineer, sitting on the front deck of my houseboat again. It's been 2 weeks since I did this challenge and nobody's come up with a solution. I don't know what to tell you. You should be able to do this. Generate a waveform, put a distortion in it, and move the distortion from, say, the positive side to the negative side or vice versa. And I did them both. And it's pretty cool. And I did it as an animation. And by the way, to make these animations, not only do you have to do all the FFTs and then save the images, I use graphic converter, but you can use, there's a lot of tools out there for making animated GIFs. So basically I just overlay them one at a time, each image, and then do the animation. So it's really fun. I've been doing animations for years. It's great stuff. My Apple animation and my Windows animation. Why nobody can do this, I do not know. It's really easy. Now, I went and looked in my old Excel files for it. I can't find it, and I can't see good enough to figure out what's going on. And I don't have Excel anymore, so I can't tell you what's happening. But go in there. Go into Excel and figure it out. You know, it's really easy. All you got to do, if you watch my video that I made, here's a little bit, or read my article on LinkedIn, read that article, watch that video, and you should be able to do it. So all you got to do is flip the even harmonics 180 degrees. That's all you've got to do. Now, it's not fair to flip them all 180 degrees because then that just flips the waveform and you can just do that, graphically. So do them individually, and I did like the first 1,000 harmonics or something. It was 1024 harmonics, and I flipped them gradually so that you could see them go from high to low. Or I did this other video where I went from low to high. So it's pretty easy to see how I move this distortion. And you should be able to do it. If you can't do it, there's something wrong with you. There's something seriously wrong with you, as Bill Murray would say. You should be able to do this. And if you claim to know anything about harmonics, let's see, Feynman's dead, but this guy Mike Gottlieb, he's not dead. And he claims to know something about what Feynman was talking about. Come on, Gottlieb, do it. Prove me wrong. Those people at Caltech, and I watch Big Bang Theory. I love Big Bang Theory, and they're all at Caltech. So, I used to have respect for degreed engineers, but not anymore, not a lick. They're all like Sheldon or Leonard, and those guys they're just actors anyway. But these guys, this Gottlieb character, he's just like Leonard. He doesn't know a goddamn thing. He claims I'm quoting a lecture that they give to freshman students, so you can't expect very much. So do you tell them that when they're signing up to go to Caltech, that don't expect much, even though you're paying like $80,000 for your first year, because we're just treating you like freshmen. You don't really know anything. No. I'm not judging freshmen. I'm judging the professor. Feynman or these other guys, I don't remember their names. I'm judging these other guys who are making these claims that are clearly wrong. The human ear is not very good at determining phase or not very good at hearing phase. That's bullshit. White noise versus an impulse, you can bet there's a difference. You can hear it. In that other video that I made for you, I showed you how you could simulate that in Excel and then turn it into audio through a Perl file. By the way, the Perl file, it's bare minimal. It works. It does work. You could improve it. Audio files, especially wave files, are just terrible. I've done my own form of audio files on the STS 3000, and that worked great. But the way they do wave files, horrible. So, but it does work. And if you want to make it better, you can. I've got min-max in there, and I didn't use them because I was going to auto scale the thing, and I just, I ran out of time. And so flip those even harmonics 180 degrees. That's all you got to do. Flip them 180 degrees. Now, in complex form, I don't remember what it looks like, but and I tried to find it for you, but I couldn't. But you flip the phases 180 degrees. Don't forget, you've got to do everything above the Nyquist frequency. Not only do you have to do everything from the Nyquist on down to DC, you're going to do everything above F sub S over 2 up to F sub S. So there is that. Anyway, the snow came and went. It's now melting, but my solar panels are still... Let me tell you something about solar panels. Solar panels are great when the sun's shining, but when the solar panels are covered in snow, they're good for nothing at all. My poor battery chargers having to keep my batteries up because the sun's shining and yet the solar panels won't do a damn thing. The sun is not getting through there, and I'm not going to go up on the roof and try to shovel this off. I'm more likely to damage the solar panels, so I just have to leave them go. So anywhere there are solar panels in the snow, they don't do any good at all. Any good at all. And batteries don't like the snow either. Anyway, it's cold, so I'm going to go. So once again, from the river, this is Dan Boyd.